D'Amico?
Hey guys, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Al, I've got two questions. Al, for you first, just what can you say about what you just saw Jayson accomplish this season as a once 19-year-old rookie?
Unbelievable. You know, just the way that he took the season in stride and, you know, just kept pushing for somebody to go through this their first time and go through a full NBA season. He played, I think, pretty much every game, and to be in these pressure situations in the playoffs and his composure, you know, making play after play and really just poised and ready for moments all year. So, you know, I could have never imagined, you know, him playing at this level and in this magnitude. You know, we, as a group, we have nothing to hang our heads about.
And Jayson, for you, Ty Lue was just in here and talking about what their game plan was coming into the series against you. It was to be physical. He talked about his guys kind of grabbing and holding you away from the ball. But when you leave this series, what is the biggest lesson that you take away from, you know, playing in the conference finals and seeing what this type of basketball is all about?
You know, just the amazing, you know, ride that we had and how much fun it was playing with, you know, these group of guys, you know, night in and night out playing, you know, for our coaching staff and, you know, just, you know, how I would have went to war with any of those guys on our team any day. You know, I knew that we were going to give it our all, you know, every single night, no matter what the circumstance was. And the entire season, you know, we showed that. And, you know, like Al said, we have nothing to hang our head about. We left it all on the floor, and, you know, it was a lot of fun.
Clevis Murphy, Athletic. Jayson, just curious what this entire postseason has been like for you. You just said you had the most 20-point games by a rookie since Kareem back in 1970. Just curious what this entire ride's been like for you.
The postseason's been a lot of fun. You know, from the first game until today, just, you know, I've learned so much, and I've just enjoyed everything that we've accomplished, everything we went through. You know, I just had so much fun out there each and every night, no matter if we won or lost. You know, just how we competed and always gave it our all. You know, it was my first year, so I was just out there having fun.
Front row, Bob.
For Al, you came out in the first part of the game and with just an amazing effort. And hard question, how hard is this for you? You were at the edge of reaching your first finals, and you know you've won championships in your past of your career. But at this point in your career, can you talk about that as best you can? And thank you.
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, the effort was great. Obviously, you know, I'm disappointed that we couldn't reach, you know, that next level. You know, I just think that for our group, for myself, we all, you know, need to look at the work that we did this season, and understand that there's a lot more work to do in order to reach that next level. So individually this summer, it's something that, you know, I will work even harder on my body, on the court, taking care of myself to help our team be in these type of positions again. So, you know, it's definitely tough, but we have nothing to hang our heads about.
Second row, Chris Gasper.
Yeah. Al, after the game, there was a long embrace, it looked like, between you and LeBron. It's obvious he has a ton of respect for you. I know you've run up against him a couple of times here in the playoffs. How do you look at it? Is losing to LeBron in a playoff series any different than losing to any team that doesn't have LeBron, just given his stature and the history of the game?
It's difficult, and you know, and it's you know, I can hold my head up high because, you know, you know, he's you know, I think that we always try to compare and him to other players of all time and criticize, but you know, people have to understand that, he is playing at a different level. Just his ability, his stamina, just his feel of the game. There's just a lot of positive things about him, and how he's able to have those repeated efforts time and time again. You know, it's one of those things that I got to tip my hat off to him. As a group, we really fought hard. We did everything we could. We put ourselves in position. We were, you know, 1 or 2 shots away from being there, and it just wasn't enough for our group. So you know, credit to him and their team.
Al, for being as close as you were, for coming to a shot or two away, is that frustrating to be able to say for everything LeBron did, for everything you guys accomplished, that had a couple of more shots gone in, that you guys might be getting ready to head for the finals?
It's difficult. It's difficult for our group. Obviously, we're disappointed, and we had our opportunities. You know, things just didn't happen. But what I've been telling you guys, you know, throughout the playoffs, you know, as a team, we're learning. You know, we haven't been in these positions before as a group, and all of this have been great learning experience for our group, and I know that, you know, that we'll be better from this.
Second row, Steve Buckley.
Jason, same question for you about your own moment with LeBron after the game was over. You were also in his grill at one point during the game. So what was your moment like? Were any words exchanged?
Yeah. That was a special moment for me, you know, because it's different. You know, it's my first year in the league. So I grew up, you know, watching LeBron and, you know, asking him to follow me back on Twitter and going to his camps. So just to, you know, my first year be able to compete against, you know, a player like him and, you know, be a few shots away from, you know, beating him and his team and going to the championship. It's something I will always remember.
You had that other moment earlier where you were sort of went up against him. Was that spontaneous on your part?
When?
You on the dunk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had to get him back, you know, for the 2 shots. The 2 shots he hit on me in Cleveland. But, yeah, I mean, I meant no disrespect by it. You know, just in the moment, you know, made a play, you know, just showing emotion.
Front row, Mike.
Al, Mike Petralia, CLNS Media. Brad was in here a couple of minutes ago talking about he anticipates training camp practice is going to be pretty intense, always kind of looking ahead, already kind of looking ahead. My question to you is, what kind of anticipation or eagerness do you have for next year, knowing Kyrie will be back, Gordon Hayward's going to be back, and joining a group that made it this far?
Yeah, you know, it's something that, you know, we'll definitely look forward to, you know, as a group, to have the team, you know, back together and complete. You know, I'm sure I'll think about that as the summer goes on. Right now, it's almost, for me, I can't look that far. You know, it's too soon. I just really appreciate this group of guys. No excuses, fighting every night, just tough. I'm just proud of this group and what this team was able to do this year.
Final couple questions, Gary.
Guys, Gary Walsh from Boston Globe. The second quarter, you were up 12, and they cut the lead, and you guys were, I think, 1 field goal in 6 minutes. Is that kind of the point where the game changed? And did you guys rely maybe a little bit too much on the 3 in the second half to try to come back?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things that that we felt like we had some good momentum going there. And then we had some great looks that just literally went in and out and that we missed. And yeah, I think they gained some momentum. They made some plays. And earlier in the series at home, we would hit them like that, and it seemed like we were able to put them down. And they just found their way back into it. And but yeah, I think that was definitely a turning point.
Gentlemen, final question from Amanda, please.
Jason, Amanda Pfluger, Celtics.com. Coming in, a lot of responsibility was placed on you for just being a rookie, and you always seem to handle it with such poise. Reflecting back, what would you say maybe the biggest area of growth was for you this season?
Just learning everything that I didn't know from the first game till today. You know, it's such an adjustment. You know, first year in the league, you know, new teammates, new system, you know, living on your own, traveling, you know, playing so many games. You know, I think the biggest thing was, you know, just getting used to it and comfortable. And, you know, there were ups and downs throughout the season. But, you know, I had great teammates. And, you know, when times were tough, you know, they always told me, you know, just to keep working and sticking with it. And, you know, watching them just work by example, you know, I was able to just to get, you know, more comfortable and, you know, have more confidence in myself, you know, throughout the season that I didn't have early on.
Al, Jason, thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen.